Hello and welcome to another edition of CatScan. My name is Adam Green, and it's time to take a look at the Arizona Wildcats. Well, the first game happened, and if I would have told you last week that the Wildcats would rack up 624 yards of offense while holding Toledo to just 17 points, you would have said that was great. Then if I told you the Cats would score just 24 points themselves, you would have said I was crazy. Well, that's great. I'm crazy. Arizona's offense did everything right Saturday but put the ball in the end zone. Whether it was turnovers, penalties, drops, or just bad throws, the team found ways to shoot itself in the foot at nearly every turn in the 24-17 overtime win. But that's just it. The Wildcats won the game. While the sense walking out of the stadium was more relief than excitement, it's important to remember Arizona football is just not good enough to be upset with wins of any kind. Take them when you can get them this season, because there aren't likely to be too many of them. But we did learn a few things from the first game. Rich Rodriguez may be the greatest coach in the land, but it'll be tough to tell until he gets the right talent on his team. The Wildcats committed 7 penalties for 56 yards, and 2 of those penalties cost them touchdowns. They also turned the ball over 3 times, had some drops, and missed field goals didn't help things either. But the good news is the Wildcats were constantly in position to make plays, and they failed to make, which is a sign that either their coaching was excellent or they are just that much more talented than a team like Toledo. Of course, it helps to have a quarterback like Matt Scott. The fifth-year senior who redshirted last year so he could get this very opportunity to start, he stepped up for the Wildcats and played an excellent game. Yeah, he missed a couple of throws, but he completed 30 of 46 passes for 387 yards while also carrying the ball 14 times for 74 yards. It's an effort that should not be glossed over, and his touchdown pass to Terrence Miller in overtime will be on the highlight reels for a while. It was an awesome pass. On a side note, though, if it's not too much to ask, I'd appreciate if the Wildcats stopped attempting important kicks in the north end zone. Nothing good has ever come from those, whether it's the ASU game a couple years ago, the missed field goal on Saturday. Just get over it, move on. Let's never use that end zone ever again. What's coming up next? Admit it, you just can't get enough of the Oklahoma State Cowboys, can you? 36-10 2 years ago in the Alamo Bowl and 37-14 last season in the season's second week in a game in Stillwater. And just think, it could have been worse. 45-year-old Mike Gundy's squad did bad things to Savannah last Saturday, beating him 84-0 in a game that should strike fear into every Wildcat's heart. Coach Rich Rodriguez said what concerns you about is the amount of plays that the defense will be playing on Saturday. This Oklahoma State's offense is really good, and you have to weigh that into it. Problem is, Arizona likes the fast pace. That's what they like to play, so they're not going to change their style, but do note that the defense, which is Arizona's weak spot, will be on the field quite a bit Saturday at Arizona Stadium. That's not to say the Wildcats don't have a chance in this one. Oklahoma State quarterback Wes Lunt is a true freshman, and he'll be making his first road start of his collegiate career. He doesn't have Justin Blackman to throw the ball to, and he's not 35-year-old Brandon Whedon, so there's something good there. But of course, the team does have weapons. And come on, they scored 84 points last week. But if the Wildcats are to move to 2-0 in the Rich Rod era, they'll need to get off to a fast start and make the Cowboys play from behind. Make Lunt work, make him sweat a little bit, make them face some adversity, and see if they buckle under the pressure. Of course, that's easier said than done. My prediction, Oklahoma State 31, Arizona 23. Fairly close, but not enough for the Wildcats. Anyways, that's going to do it for the second edition of CatScan. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheAdamGreen. And if you want more Wildcats talk, you can check out my podcast weekly on ArizonaSports.com called Bearing Down. Anyways, that's going to do it. We'll catch you next week.